with about no more than 100 million. You could put a man up there. You could put an unmanned vehicle sending back information. That's all you need. Let's say 50 million. Quite easily, because the fuel's not going to cost that much. Even if you take the cryogenic, the liquid oxygen and other fuels required, the mixture fuels required, whatever rocket style you want to do, it's not going to cost that much. So why aren't we doing it? What's stopping you? And it is that belief. It's that whole. That's what I'm saying, Matt from Quantum of Consciousness. All these things are pissed on breadcrumbs. There's no point complaining about stuff. Just do. Just be better, or shut the fuck up. Because if you're not making things better and you're not doing. See, right now I don't complain about life. I'm just out here living a different life. I'm in Bulgaria right now. I'll be in Croatia. I'll be in Greece in a couple of weeks, maybe another week. Croatia in a few more weeks after that. Sorry, in 2 weeks I'll be in Greece and then in Croatia after that. It's the way that I've found. I've hacked life in a way. I've learned to hack my life and unenslave myself. I come from a slave society called Scotland. I will not live under that. I will not be one of the from a nation who are traders and inventors and are known for it. I'm not gonna be that sort of person and be under the yoke of these people who are nothing but parasites, the world's most successful parasites in history, the English elite. Right? I'm not gonna live under that yoke. There's no fucking way. Life ain't long enough. I'm not gonna give myself up for a jail sentence. I'm not gonna sit there and plant bombs and be a fucking dickhead terrorist, blowing up people who are not even part of it because they're from England. Even if they were in the government, like the Guy Fawkes situation years ago, why put yourself through that? It's not going to change shit. This stuff's more deep-seated than a few fall guys who might take the blame for what the elite have done. We know who the elite are. It's in a whole union of a few people, and the thing is, it's not just the Rothschilds. Get that shit out of your head. It's a few people together. They're the ones enslaving us. And unless we decide as a planet, not as a country, as a planet, to completely systematically annihilate them. And when I say annihilate, this is my... Oh God, this is going to get removed from YouTube now. Damn it. I'm going to say it anyway. What needs to happen, if you take that some of the wars that we engage in kill so many innocents, if you accept that sometimes there's things done for the greater good, what you will realize is that just to stop any family in the future ever claiming back the capital that their ancestors stole from everyone collectively, because that's what it all is, this system of, this fake capitalism or fake communism or fake socialism. That's all it is. They all serve each other, by the way. They're all in cahoots. If you think that it is immoral to wipe out a whole family, you would call that nepicide. I think it's called nepicide. It might be wrong. If you think that's wrong, and these same people are causing genocide, right? Then you're naive. I think what you need to do is say, even that person's innocent, they're born from that family, unless you put it to be raised by someone else and not be told of its history ever, then you need to kill the whole family all the way through. And this is that family up in Connecticut, for example, who is effectively a terrorist family in America, who have killed more Americans than all wars put together through their drug OxyContin. You'll know who they are, I have to look it up. If you're an American patriot and do not want that whole family in its entirety completely rubbed out, then you're not a patriot. What you are is someone who is either weak as piss, which is the average person in this world, the average libtard, the average conservative, conformist, whatever it might be, because they come in all forms. Then you are just as much a slave as the next man. The only way to unenslave people is to allow the freedom for people to do what the Bible says is wrong, and that is an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Now, yes, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. But also, you judging me is a sin. If someone messes with my family, and I want to take their whole family out, because that's what we have in our family. If anyone ever fucks with any one of us brothers, we won't just take you out, we'll take out your whole family, right? And you have to think like that. If you don't think like that, you are being a beta family. Besides being a beta male, you're being a beta family, right? So I know if anything ever happens to me, I know that my brothers, and there's a few of them, and I've got a lot of cousins, but let's just focus on our brothers, will do everything to make sure that the people that made that order, they're not gonna kill the messenger, the guy that put the bullet in my head. They're gonna find out who did that, and they're gonna kill their whole family, right? And I will do that too, if anything happens to my brothers, or my cousins, or anyone who I adore enough, or actually because of what they've done. I'm not talking about idolize. I'm saying adore for the things they're doing, for selfless pursuits. If someone is that great a person, I will give my life, especially if I get cancer. I mean, you think I'm not going to be sitting there with my fucking 308 sitting, you know what I mean? Of course I am. I'm going to take out that piece of crap who is... This is what I can't understand about Zimbabwe. So my ex-fiancée of 8 years I was with, she's Zimbabwean, but she's Shona, not Zulu, right? A little petite little girl, right? We broke up the other year because she didn't want to move from New Zealand out to America and risk her dog having to move again. Anyway, I won't get into that one. But anyway, so, you know, she, in her country, they had Mugabe for years, and the people really hated it. You know, when Morgan Tsvangirai came in, you tell me there's not one person in his party that didn't believe so much in the Zimbabwean dream, because that place was the bread basket, was the fruit basket, you know, of that part of the world, you know, and South Africa was too. They didn't believe in it strongly enough to rebel against that system. And one guy sitting in the bushes, you know, I mean, this is not even back in the '60s in America with JFK. They didn't have that kind of security. You could have taken him out quite easily. That means you haven't got people who are selfless enough. And that's the problem with Africa. People are too selfish. And, hey, convince me that I'm wrong. And please let it be someone who's actually lived there, not someone who, from afar, decides to be a social justice warrior. People who've actually lived there like as long as I have, and been to as many countries in Africa as I have. You tell me why you think I'm not right when I say that they're their own worst enemies as people, because you just can't get over corruption. Now, we can't get over corruption either, so we're no better, but different kind of corruption. At least we're saying things about it. Then again, when you're a suppressed nation, you tend to gravitate towards capitalism. Look at what happened in Russia, the fall of the Soviet Union. Look, I've got a pair of white, you know, look at the stuff they were wearing. Just like, oh, look, the Versace. And same as Poland when they first got out of that. People become such slaves to brands. It's just insane. And I was a label bashing little prick when I was all the way through from when I was about 8 until I was probably 18. So 3 different countries, you know. Then I learned it's all crap, and I don't care what I wear. I got this for free, this t-shirt here, by the way, in a concert in Atlanta. Anyway, all I do is, I'll probably leave it there. I know I missed out a lot of stuff that I said in the much shorter video that I actually made. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to agree with a guy who I don't really respect that much. I don't think he's that smart. I don't think he's that artistic, because his music was ripped off. But of course he can make a good stage show and people get excited to see him, so he must be good in some ways. I'm not going to say he's complete shit, and just not my cup of tea. But when he said that thing about it's a choice, he is 100% correct. Just the choice may not be that good. Alright, take care and bye.